Hi there everybody, Slick here from Super Slick Gaming and welcome back to part 2 of the Elden Ring playthrough. We left off here last after we faced the dog cat like boss thing down at the bottom there. And I think today's plan is just to progress a little bit further with the main storyline, or at least on the right track. Because we've seen most of this area here by us. The other areas down there you can't really get to now because you need to get your steed first. So I'm thinking that we'll need to progress a little bit further down the line on the main track. And also guys, please, if it's too dark or if the episodes might be too short, just please leave a comment down below so I can correct the color issues and maybe lengthen the episodes if you guys feel that the 40-minute episodes are a bit too short. I'm more than happy just to change it up a bit and as we go. So I think we're going to be heading this way now. Just want to avoid this big fellow on his horse. But yes, let's progress further on the main path and see what we find up ahead. As we have a few things we need to unlock before we can actually start exploring properly. It would be much nicer to explore once we get our steed. It will just speed up the process to travel from point A to point B, so we can progress a little bit faster through the game itself. So I'm going to be heading up a bit forward now and see what we find. Maybe we'll find a nice little boss on the way or something challenging. But we'll just have to see. So as far as I know, that shrine points up there somewhere. But I think the right path is this way. Same, these guys, they're also not too difficult. Okay, we picked up some bolts for a crossbow. Now these guys aren't too difficult as well. It's just better to rush them straight off or either sneak on them if you really have to. But they're also easy. They're also just chopped meat at the end of the day. A little bit of extra ruins and farming. Nothing too difficult to kill. So let's just farm these guys out of the way. It's always just sort of better dealing with these small little ads everywhere because they can catch you unawares. And it could be a big problem if you're trying to retreat from bigger fights. Kukri. Alright, so let's see what that is. Kukri is throw at enemies to inflict damage and build up onset of blood loss. Okay, so these things are like throwing knives. And it pretty much just becomes bleeding damage. So that's actually quite cool. I think the better way is probably just equipping it down here in the equipment. Yeah, so how the bleeding damage works in these games is you'll see, like, if somebody hits me, if I hit somebody, you pretty much pick up blood loss. And once that bar fills in the middle, you get a massive damage amp that hits you once the blood loss kicks in. So it's also just something you have to be aware of. There's quite a few status elements in this game. I think there's like ice damage or freezing damage or something like that as well. Obviously you get your burning damage like what most games have. Okay, there's a cave there. That might be interesting to explore. I'm just gonna quickly collect whatever. Oh, okay, there's these little skulls on the floor, which is quite annoying to hit sometimes. I think they drop ruins. Yes, they drop golden ruins, and that's very helpful. Tortoise? There's a tortoise. Oh wow, this might take a while. This guy's as hard as a rock. I wonder if it takes more damage from the front. Not really. That does a little bit if you manage to hit him on the head. There we go. What does he give us? He gives us turtleneck meat. I guess that's also just cooking and crafting stuff. What are these things? What's it doing? It's sucking in air. Oh, okay. It seems a bit poisony. Let's just not get into the smoke. What's that? Big dragonfly, I think. What are these? They're weird looking. egg-like. Get back here, come on. Wow, that's quite annoying. Egg-like, gas pooping, turtly stuff. Well, it doesn't seem like the dragonfly is really doing anything to me, so I'm just gonna ignore him because he looks a bit annoying. Every time I move up to him, he just flies away. So, what's that? Oh, I accidentally touched the blood loss symbol. So everywhere on the ground you'll see these little blood stains. So this pretty much, if you do die, it leaves that so players can actually see how you died. Because of the blood loss, so you can see that player was fighting this thing and then he probably died from poison. So yeah, that's also quite an important little thing. If you see any blood marks, you know there's a strong enemy usually close by and something to watch out for. Alright, we came from that side because that's where that boss was. Let's head up this little hill here and see, or maybe let's go do the cave. The cave sounds more important, or more interesting in any case, because there's usually some nice stuff in caves. So let's go see, maybe we find something quite interesting. Let's have a look. Usually in the beginning of caves there's a mushroom. There's also usually like one of those shrines to heal up. Ah yes, you see? At the start of the cave, which is always a sign that there's going to be a boss nearby. If we see one of those little effigies or whatever you want to call these things, that means there's going to be a boss somewhere down here. Let's just rest up and we can start exploring. There you go. Let's carry on with our mission downstairs. Let's see what we can find. Quite dark in here. I might have to turn up the brightness for you guys, but it seems it's only that little patch, so we should be okay. Some wolves down there. Cave moss. Let's see what cave moss is. Cave moss gives off pale light in dark caves. Okay. You can pretty much discard it. Oh. There's an item down there, and there's a wolf right below me. Right next to it as well. What's going to be the best plan of action is maybe just going for the white wolf first, because he looks a bit bigger than the rest, so I'm judging that this is a stronger enemy. Ow. Ow, 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 they're wrecking me. They are absolutely wrecking me. Okay, that's one down. Where's the other wolf? There was another wolf. There was one. Oh, no, it is still here. Yeah, I thought as much. Right. Let's see. Thin beast bones from that. Thin beast bone from that. And I quite think that the items that glows like this bluish hue. Okay, also one thing, guys. I am a bit colorblind, so if it's purple and blue, I'm sorry if I mix those two colors up. It's just unfortunately something I've been born with, so I can't do anything about it. So I might mix up my colors every now and again, but I'm trying my best not to actually mix it up. But it's not something I can avoid. Alright, so we picked up, let's have a look. What did we get? What was the item? I didn't pay attention. A crackpot. Alright, crackpot. Containers required for crafting. Okay, so this is the pots that you can reuse. This is like when you build like your fire bombs and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's quite a useful thing. Glowstone. I've got no idea how glowstone works. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Another golden ruin. Silver fireflies. Alright, let's see what is silver fireflies. I take it will be somewhere in here. Silver fireflies found in cold waters, untouched by sunlight. And my dogs are barking on the outside, guys, so I do apologize if you hear them on the back. Okay, let's traverse even deep into this cave and see if we find anything interesting. Okay, so this is a boss again. So I'm wondering, maybe I should just go heal up at the shrine at the top here. And maybe just run past the wolves, I think. Just ignore them, just so we can get in there with like a full health pool. Or I might need to like... Oh, I can't. Can I get back up there? No, it doesn't seem like I can run up there again. So once you're down here, there's no way to get up there because you can't jump high enough. So this is pretty much you are trapped now. So this is like, okay... You go to do this fight with whatever you got left. If you die, then you'll come down your full health. Okay, so that's a bit of a bummer. Let's see what we find in here. What is this thing? Hello? Okay. Doesn't look too menacing. Okay, he's got a nice little combo move there. He's gonna do the jumpy thing now, I think. Ooh, that's got a long reach. Okay, he's got a longish reach. Oh, he's gonna do the jump thing. Alright. This guy, he doesn't look too bad. Oh, okay, that was my mistake. He doesn't look too rough. He looks actually quite beatable. Just gonna have to play it safe. I've got no more flasks yet. I do feel when he runs up to you, it gives you a little bit of a chance to hit him. I should maybe only hit him once. And that's obviously also leaves him an opening. And just get out of the corner. So I feel after he does that jumping thing, and when he does rush you like this, it's probably your chance to get a few safe blows in, I would say. Okay, that was my mistake again. I'm too hasty. I must just slow down. Okay, that's also a gap closing ability. Let's see, recharge my stamina at the top. This might come down. That was my mistake. Alright, so that would be death number 2. Unfortunately. He's not too difficult. I'm just a little bit impatient, and I also got down there with only one flask. So if I had a second flask, I could have easily beaten him. So I don't see any massive problems when it comes to fighting this guy. He looks quite simple. Doesn't look like he's too difficult. So this time I'm just going to run past all of these wolves. Oh, there's a little shortcut down there, so you can avoid them if you want. Alright, okay, maybe not this one. But you can avoid them mostly, so that's what little pathway is there. Oh, I could have gone up to the top. Didn't see that pathway. Oh well. Let's just pick up this mossy stuff. And pick up my runes immediately so I do not die. And then just start fighting him, I suppose, eh? And he starts off with that little thingy immediately, which is cool. I like that. Ooh, that's got a big reach. Doesn't hit too hard, but that's got some reach on it. Yeah, so you can get a cheeky shot in once he rushes you like that. Come on, do your nice little jumpy thing. Alright, so after stab, low swing, so that's always a dodge. Okay, here comes that. Ow, that was my mistake again. That was just absolute idiot moment. Should rather roll away and not roll underneath him, I suppose. Alright. Okay, so going good so far. Okay. Alright. I have no idea what that does, but okay. Cheeky shot. I think we'll have him this time. Doesn't look too terrible. Not doing too badly either. Ah, that's just my own fault, so that's my own fault. He's gonna hit me, bad time to heal. Some noob moments, obviously. Oh, I'm a bit stuck. That might hit me. No, I'm lucky. I somehow managed to miss all of that. He's almost down. One good flurry of movements. Let me just heal up for in case he's gonna hit me probably. No, he missed me. He's almost dead. I'm stuck. There we go, I think he's dead. And downed. Alright, also quite a simple boss. I have to say that was really not difficult at all. That was actually quite easy. A easy boss. Died once, but not too bad. One death on the boss. It's really, really not too bad. Quite happy with that outcome at the end of the day. Alright, so that's another boss go down, guys. He dropped some type of talisman. Let's have a look what this talisman does. See, we got a raised maximum HP, and the other one is boost fire negation. So now I'm just quite happy sticking with the HP talisman for now. I'm not sure how much HP it actually gives you. Let's just quickly see, actually. It would be interesting to find out. Vigor, let's see. It only gives you about 26 HP, so it's not like the most HP in the world, but every little bit counts in this game, so I'll rather stick with that. So let's just take this fast travel and return to the entrance, and we can carry on heading, I think it's north, if I'm not mistaken, and see what we find down there. Alright, but another boss down. I'm just quickly going to recover all my flasks. Let's just do this quickly. Alright, healed up. Let's carry on. Now all of these guys will be back again, unfortunately. Can't do much about that. That's the only thing about resting, is you sort of just have to deal with all of the enemies again, which makes life quite difficult. Or not difficult, but they're just in the way. You know, like sometimes when you kill something, you just want them to stay dead. Don't really want to go through all of this again, but I suppose it's free ruins and it helps you to level up. So if you are focused on leveling up and grinding up and stuff like that, it's quite important that you got a lot of mobs to fight. So, right, let's have a look what we got up here. I'm hearing some type of. What am I hearing? What's that? What's this? Teardrop scarabs. They are both crimson and cerulean teardrop scarabs. Defeat them to replenish flasks that match their type. However, you cannot replenish more flasks than your maximum allows. Okay, so these are pretty much then just like charge up on the go without finding a rest site. So that's actually quite cool. That will come in useful by, I think, quite a few places, especially if it gets intense. Okay, this is quite nice. We've got a nice little ruin down here. A tower down there that looks quite interesting, and like a half a castle vibe down that side. And then I probably think that would probably be the main storylines, probably through that gate. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, here's a Shrine of Marika, which means there's probably something hectic down there, because if you're gonna die, probably gonna have to respawn here. So I think I'm gonna take it slow and maybe just sneak around a bit. It's always interesting for me, like sneak right next to these guys that don't even know you're here. You know, it's like just like they're absolute blind and deaf. Like there's no bushes to hide in, just sneak right past them. Just start off with a nice little insta kill, so that's one out of the way. I see an item down there at whatever the little pillar pedestal thing that is. Okay, let's see. Row of fruit. There's a wolf, and there's another guard down that side, and some guy with one big shield that side. Alright, don't really want to draw a lot of attention because there's, okay, there's two guys here. So best would be is for one of them, those guys, to leave first and try to execute that guy maybe. They're probably still gonna hear me because these guys yell, so... But it takes one out of the way before they turn and face me. Okay, no, they didn't see me. That's a good sign. They screech in your ears and they still have no idea that you're there. These guys are deaf and blind. Right. Wonder if I should take on the guard first or get rid of the wolf first. Let's do the guard. Okay, let me just get out of here for now. What's the normal guy with the shield? He knows I'm here. And a guy without the shield, which should be easy to deal with. Shouldn't be too difficult. This guy. Actually, we've got a hammer. That looks quite cool. Right, so... Ow. Okay. I think the best is there's a lot here. So best is just like to play it safe, play it sneaky, kill off all the smaller guys, and then hopefully deal with the big guy right at the end. I saw that big guy walking somewhere this way. Okay, that's a big dude. So I think I want to leave him for last. Oh, here's another wolf. Dead. Okay, and there's also something down there. Let's see. Alright, open. Oh, we got a chest. Nice. Search for treasure. With the whetstone knife, you can use ashes of war to grant your ornaments new skills at the site of grace. An ornament can only have one skill. Any skill it previously had will be removed. An ornament type determines what skill it can have. Some special ornaments have unique skills and cannot be granted new ones. Adding affinities. With a whetstone knife, you can use ashes of war to grant infinities to your ornaments at sites of grace. This way you can alter the ornament's attack affinity, boost attributes, scaling and more. An ornament type determines the affinities it can have. Some special ornaments like those with unique skills cannot be granted affinities. Okay. So we got a war knife and apparently we can, but only at the glowy places, the shrines of grace. We can check that out, so there's no point of me doing it now. Right, so where does he turn around? I don't necessarily want him to see me now. Actually want to move this way and see if there's any baddies this side, just to deal with them and get them out of the way. Okay, there's one guy there. Doesn't look too hectic. Oh, okay, and a guy there. So let's see if that guy turns around. And then I can get rid of the guy with the spear and the shield first, because they're a little bit more difficult than the guys that don't have a shield to block with. But where's this guy walking to? Is he gonna turn around or is he... It seems like he's coming this way. Okay, he turns around right here by the cart. Okay. That's fine, as long as the guy with the shield's out of the way. That makes life much easier, so I don't have to deal with more than one enemy at a time. Open, another chest. Pick up item. A flail. New. Okay, that's interesting. Let's have a look at equipment and see what a flail does. Obviously not strong enough for it. I need more dexterity to use a flail. But looks like a very interesting weapon though. Maybe a nice weapon for like a shield and a flail might be something to look at. So that looks quite cool. It's just I've got a penalty restriction. As you can see, the dexterity is not enough. So, excuse me. So that is a weapon for another time. See if there's any more enemies this side. Yes, okay, that guy saw me, or sort of saw me. No, he changed his mind. He doesn't want to see me. Yeah, just how blind these guys are insane. What's that? I'm hearing that. Like a big roar in the background. Okay. Herba. Inventory. Have we read Herba? That's new. Material used for crafting found in thickets and elsewhere. Okay. There's another small guy. There's a guy there, and there's a guy sitting on the ground there, I see. So those also might be worthwhile to deal with. Oh, here's another caravan-y thing. So let's get rid of this guy first. Okay, let's see what we find in this chest. Lord Warn's Great Sword. Okay. Equipment. Alright, high damage, needs strength. See, with my character it's a bit difficult because my character is more dexterity based. Little bit of strength, but mostly dexterity. So, because of the dual wielding, you need dexterity for your weapons. So, leveling up a bit in strength will always help because obviously the better weapons will sort of have like a, how would I say, will also require a little bit more strength. So I do feel that, you know, strength is also important. Just normal ruin fragments. But mostly dexterity, and I would like to get some health going on my character. I think health is vigor, so I need to get my vigor leveled up. There's another item there by that little pillar, but I think I'll still just focus on getting these guys killed immediately. So from what I can see, it's only the big guy and then one small guy left. And there's some butterflies in the front. I'll grab the butterflies. Maybe I must build a pot and test out the pot. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do the crafting. Let's craft a fire pot. I mean, nothing can, that's the worst that can happen. I mean, you can use it and try and see what it actually does. Let's get our pot into our throwing slot down there. See, there's another skull there on the floor. This guy has a horn, so if he does see you, he'll sound the horn and probably everybody will be running your way, trying to kill you at the same time. Oh, I got the updated map fragment, so that's quite cool. So that means is that we can see a little bit more of the map. I'll open up the map just now once I've tried to deal with this big boy here. And actually wait for him to turn around and then equip my pot and chuck it on his back. Maybe the fire damage will help quite a bit, so let's see. Where is he? Where is he? Time for some sneakiness. I think I missed him completely, like a utter noob. Alright. So how to deal with him? This guy looks quite intimidating with these big suits of armor. And I really don't want to die, because otherwise I'm going to have to thin all the ads out. Okay, so it's like a 3-pronged strike. He doesn't leave a lot of openings because he's always got it. Ow, and he hits like a freight truck. I wonder if I shouldn't just run away and sneaky attack him from behind. I think that might be a better option. Let's get away from this guy. Hopefully he'll just like leave us alone if we go far enough. And then we'll wait for him to turn again, and we'll do sneak from behind. Okay, it seems like he's left us alone. Let's start sneaking up and see. Hopefully, like a sneak attack will do quite a bit of damage. Maybe I must craft another pot again. Let's have a look. Let's just... Oops, wrong place. Again, wrong place. Item crafting. Let's make another pot. Let's see. Hopefully the pot will help me. If I have a sneak attack and he gets hurt, maybe the pot will sort of help me while he's on the ground to burn him a bit. Let's see. And there's another shrine there. Okay, he's walking back. I think I should be able to get to him before he turns around. Let's see. Ow, ow, ow. That was not what I was... Okay, so I hit him with a fire, but it doesn't really do much, eh? It's like, sort of just like a little bit of a trickle damage. 1, 2, 3. And a big stamp, big thrust. This guy's hard as nails. He's harder than some of the bosses we fought. All my movement's just bad, but yeah. One. Come on. I want the 3 attack. 1, 2, 3. And then that gap is so close. Okay, I yield in time. Thank goodness for that. I would have died there. I think I'm gonna run again. Try that sneak attack one more time. He's still after me. But he should leave me alone soon. He turned around when I got to this point. Also depends probably how far he's followed me. Yeah, it seems like he's not as interested anymore. Seems like he's actually... He's still sort of focused on me though. So I wonder, yeah, this guy's tough, eh? This guy is not easy. I think he's probably going to be backing off like that until he gets back to his little main road. Yeah, it seems like he's let his guard down now, so he'll be walking back to the main road. Hopefully I can get to him before he actually turns to the main road and we can actually get him killed. Or actually hurt him a lot. So let's quickly see. He's almost back at the main road. And then obviously he'll be turning which way, I'm not 100% sure. Let's get you a nice sneak attack in here. Come on, give it. There we go. Yeah, that's the way to do it, because that does a lot of damage and any drops. So I think retreat is probably the best option again, and we just sort of do that little bit of a cheesy strategy again. I apologize guys, my guy's a bit squishy. It makes it quite a bit harder to actually kill these guys until I get leveled up. he's backing up again. He doesn't see me. So he should be going back to his daily activities now. Okay, it seems like he's given up. So one more sneak attack and that should be him, and it should kill him. And then this big guy's out of the way. There we go. Probably the easiest way to kill this guy. Godric Knight Greaves. See, that's going to be heavy armor, and it's unfortunate, as I said, my character's not really made for heavy armor because then I can't get out of the way. If you're playing like a shield, sword and shield, tanky, buff dude, you know, that's obviously the way to go, is to wear all these heavy armors and heavy stuff. But my character's not exactly made for it. I'm just going to quickly run around to the other side of this caravan, see if I might not have missed anything. And no, it seems like I got everything done. So let's rest up at the shrine, and I think after this I'll probably have to call it again because we're approaching the 40-minute mark again, guys. As I said, if you feel the videos are too short and you want me to lengthen it a bit, I'll be more than happy to do so. Just please leave a comment so I can know what's going on. Let's rest up quickly and then we'll call it a day. Rest at Sight of Grace. Okay, story bit.
Greetings, traveller from beyond the fog. I am Melina. I offer you an accord.
Okay.
Have you heard of the Finger Maidens?
The Finger Maidens.
They serve the Two Fingers, offering guidance and aid to the tarnished. But you, I am afraid, are maidenless. I can play the role of maiden, turning runes into strength to aid you in your search for the Elden Ring. You need only take me with you to the foot of the Erd Tree.
Okay, so I'm getting a maiden.
Summon me by grace to turn runes into strength. Ah, another matter. I bequeath to you this ring.
Spectral Steed Whistle.
Use it to traverse great distances. It will summon a spectral steed named Torrent. Torrent has chosen you. Treat him with respect.
Okay, so now that we got a maiden, we can actually finally level up. So this
Shall I
is
turn
quite
your runes to
important.
strength?
I've got quite a bit of runes, so
Let my
let's
hand
get
rest upon
rid of
you.
them.
For but a moment, share them with me.
Right, with
Your
the level up
thoughts,
menu, you can spend runes to
your
increase your
ambitions,
attributes. With these
the
attributes
principles
increase, your
you would
level
follow.
rises by 1. As your level rises, so does the amount of runes required for your next attribute increase. Alright, so I've got 4,325 runes. Vigor takes my health up. I really want to go up with Vigor quite a little bit, just to give my guy a little bit more, and maybe 2 points in dexterity, and I think we can choose one more point. I think maybe the better one would maybe be for a little bit of stamina as well, so I can do longer combinations and get out of the way quicker. So I think I'm quite happy with that. So my health will be increasing from 434 to 476. There goes all my ruins. So that will pretty much make my character a bit stronger. Oh, sorry guys, I skipped that one. From pouch in the main menu, you can equip up to 6 items to your pouches. 4 of those items can be used without opening the main menu. So E and up, E and right, and so forth. Then you can use like specific stuff, you know, and equip on the side. So pretty much like hotkeys. So we also received in the equipment menu, I think we received that ring. Summon and ride Torrent, your spectral steed. Okay. I actually don't want to do it there. I actually need to go to equipment down here, and I want to pop that. Or actually my pouches would probably be better. So if I go on that pouch, so I think you go inventory, and then how do I equip it down there? Let's see. Switch display words, sort, okay, Q back. Or is it in the equipment menu? Because I don't know how to exactly equip these in my pouches. I have not figured that out yet. I'm probably missing something extremely obvious at the moment. Leave selected. No, I don't want to leave my selected. Let's see, pouch, right. Switch, there we go. So if you pop that into my pouch, we can hold E and press right, and that will summon Torrent. And now we got a horse, goat thing, weird mixture of animals. And this makes life much easier. So now we can actually get around quite easily, a nice jumping, and we can get to higher places. So yeah, we've moved to the next point of the main storyline. But before we head through these gates on the next episode, I actually want to head that way. Now that we got Torrent, we can actually go explore a little bit easier and actually get to other places quite a bit easier. So yes, that would be our next episode. I want to head that way and try to maybe head off to that tree and see if we can actually get there and see what awaits us by these glowing tree things. But once again guys, thanks for tuning in and thank you for watching the video. Please hit a like and subscribe. And if there's anything you want me to improve on, please drop a comment below. But that would be me for today. Slick out. Thanks a lot guys. Bye bye.